Hello, I trust that you've been doing well. I trust that you've been keeping safe. I know I have. Thank you so much for joining us on yet another video. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about the importance of making sure you acquire all your brand related domains to secure your brand. Let's get started. So today I want you to understand how important it is to make sure that you safeguard all your domains, and the reasons as to why it's important to have all your domain in one place. One place meaning you the one that is in charge, that takes care of those domains. First of all, we have competitors who will take any opportunity to just make sure that their competitor is not taking all their clients away from them. So what this means, it means that your competitor are able to get out. For example, if you're having your main domain is a .com, for example, my name is Lucy and I have a company called Lucy Restaurant. So my domain for my website is lucyrestaurant.com. So in such a situation, what I do to make sure that my competitors don't take advantage of my clients using my name is to make sure I get .com, lucyrestaurant.com, lucyrestaurant.co.ke, Lucy Restaurant, all extension, you name it, to make sure that I will not have anyone take control of my domain, my brand, and use it on a different scale, and it will be very frustrating. Someone going to your website, for example, you have a client assuming your domain name is .co.ke and yet your domain name is .com. For example, lucyrestaurant.com, and your client, your prospect, thinks that your domain is lucyrestaurant.co.ke. So when they go to Google search, they key in lucyrestaurant.co.ke, and then they end up finding something entirely different than probably what they expected to find. This is someone who knows what you're about, what product they are looking for when they come looking for Lucy Restaurant. So if there's someone who has probably a competitor who ends up owning this domain on your behalf, they may end up having something different on a .co.ke, and that will confuse your client and think that you entirely scam, or your brand is not as serious as they would want to pick it. So it's important to make sure that you secure your domain so that your clients are able to find you, be it if it's a .co.ke. If you have someone confusing you by .co, people should be able to find you online, and you will not have your competitors. You don't have criminals who buy domains for just the sake of using malicious content, or probably just misusing your brand or making people think ill of your brand, and that will ruin your reputation. So that's just one point. The other point that it's important to make sure that you secure all your domain name, because it will boost your SEO. This means that when people are keying in Lucy Restaurant, they are able to find you, be it a .com, be it a .co.ke. It will be easy. Your business will be visible online. And then the other reason, do you know how expensive it will be if someone else end up buying your domain? By the time you're realizing this, they will be selling that domain at whatever amount they will. Nothing can happen to them. Got it. The other crucial factor that you ought to consider, do you know how expensive you can acquire a domain if someone else end up having them on your behalf? Yes, they will be willing to sell it to you, but they're at liberty to give you whatever price they please, and there's nothing we can do about it. So to ensure that we don't end up having such inconveniences and attributes with other people, it's important to ensure that you have all your domain extensions under your control. And then the most key important thing is just protecting your brand. Imagine, like today, you went to facebook.co.ke and found an entirely different thing that you don't even know, you're not able to relate. How awkward would that be? what will be your perception of Facebook as a brand? How would you perceive them? So yeah, that answers it. So those are one of the most important things that it's important to make sure we secure our brand, especially if we want our clients, the market that our audience to take us serious. Like we have google.com, we have Google, they've taken all other extensions to ensure that they've secured their brand, and you will not use any different extension and get a different content. If it's Google, it's Google, and that is who they are. If it's Facebook, it's Facebook. And if it's Lucy Restaurant, it's Lucy's Restaurant. What's your brand? Thank you so much. From us to you, it's bye-bye. Let me enjoy my ride. Make sure you sanitize, take care of yourself, and send our regards to your loved ones.